Hello folks, Sam Owens here with a product for the elderly or anyone that has trouble with their back or an injury that it's hard to get out of bed. This is the Sangoi bed rail system, and it is going to help, and you'll see once I get it assembled and installed. It will work on just about any size bed because it's adjustable. Okay, let's get ready, and I'm going to be posting information along the way in the upper right hand corner. You can pause at any moment to get a good idea of what we're talking about. Okay, here's all the parts laid out, and on the back of this sheet, this gives you a good look at how the system works. And this is the installation instructions. It's quite simple and easy to follow, but it will even be easier when you watch how I put it together and then mount it into the bed. Now, following their guide right here, this is the inventory, and here's the first step, number 2. And there's a picture of it, and we take those two items and slide them together just like that. Well, here's the first one, and it's good to orientate them like they're showing. And this is either way, doesn't matter. And what you do is, these are rubber ends, so it fits a little tight, and you may have to push in just ever so slightly to get them to line up. And there, once they go in, then you find a place, there's alignment holes here, and I'm going to go ahead and push it on up to this point right here, and then you line up whatever holes you're going to select, and then right here insert the clip over into the hole right there in both of those locations. Let's put it on top. We don't want the button showing up, so that's the way it should go. All right, and the other one, we'll put it right along here. And again, I see that you have to move and press on that. And it looks like I have to get, yeah. And then line them up. There, okay. So that is a tight fit, so it is going to require you moving just ever so slightly and push on it. We move to the next one, where we're going to take this item right here and put the feet on, which are right here. Now, you want to get the end with these little push buttons right here. And again, you've got 6 holes here. I'm going to do, say, the second hole, and the way you do it is you line the holes up with that. But if you're going to get the second or on down, then you want to push this and rotate it a little bit until you get just about where you think it's going to be, and right there. And now I can kind of see where, there it is, and then I can just kind of keep on going, and when I see the edge of the hole, line up. And they should both be in the same hole. Step 5 is we join these two parts together, E and E, just like that. Line them together, and then we'll go to the next step. Here they are, and I'm going to have to get this off. This is the tab that shrinks down, and this is the other side that it goes into. There we go. And now, here at the top edge is a hole, and they're showing to go right through there. And again, that is a tight fit. I guess they don't want this thing working loose. And we take the little wing nut, and you put that on. And spin it, probably pretty fast, like that. And then we're going to use the tool to tighten it with the edge. Okay, there, those two are together. they only go one way, and that's obvious. Okay, so I take this one, the left one, stick it in there, and according to the diagram, they're showing to put the screw heads on the, screw heads on the outside edge. Okay, and so I'm going to put this, and again, I line the holes up, kind of wiggle them, and they'll go in, and put the old wing nut on. Now that one went on a lot easier than that other one. Then I'm going to hold it and tighten her up. Okay, and do the same thing with the other side. And it will kind of drive it in if it's tight. There. I wouldn't slam it with your hand. Okay. And they spin on pretty fast. That first one just was a little bird or something. It wasn't wanting to go on easily. Okay, if it goes together, you got everything correct. And it's showing to mount this over this part. See, this is like this, and we're going to mount those right straight over. Now, you're going to have to loosen up on these to make sure they're all the way out and stopping it from going in. So you loosen up. You don't want to take it all the way out. Just go far enough that you can see it's going to guide through. Or you could just look in there. So before you even try, you might want to loosen these up just a little bit. Okay. And just make sure that's loose enough to go all the way down. Okay, there. And now it wants us to put the rail in, and I'm going to put it around the way they show in the picture. It's always best to move it like the picture. And now this is going to go like this. There's two hooks. These hooks are for the little bag that is going to hold your materials like your books and magazines and stuff. And see, they have a little hook that's going to fit on these two places. So they should be on the outside of the bed. Okay, so that's good to, and that's going to put this part there. There's nothing that says you can't turn it around though. You can mount it either way. Now, we're going to put this to a level that we want. These go right in here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it right here. And you have to kind of do the other side also because it'll bind if you don't. Okay. I just selected that hole. I've got 3 holes there, I think, that I can select from. And this one, I'm doing the top one. And we can adjust later. So what this is going to do is hold the top rail to this main support. And we select where we want it, and that's the pin location that we want. So this should be on the top. Like that. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to move this around to the outside. Just where I think it's better that your arm doesn't hit that pin, I think will be better. Always on the outside. Okay, now we have that part, and they're showing that clearly in that little insert. And then we go to this part, and let's see. That's to hang the bag, but right here we have this where you're going to tighten these up at the tightest point. What that is like a clamp. That's going to hold this part, but we may have to adjust it up and down. But right now, I'm going to have it tight. Okay, so that's the way it's going to look. And then it'll fit on the side of the bed. just like that. This go in between the mattress and the box spring, or in between the two mattresses that you have, which will hold that in place. Then there's a strap right here that's going to connect here and go to the other side of the bed and attach. And then you have these little deals here, which probably, if you take this out, they're going to go into these holes. This is the only thing that actually can be removed out of there. Okay, that's the way it's going, and that pretty well did the assembly. And now, this is the part that I was trying to show you, is you place this and you have to adjust this to the floor, and then this is the height of the mattress, or underneath the mattress, and so that's got to be adjustable, and the feet to where it sits proper. And then they're showing the rest of this, and then you finally tighten those up to the position that you want. Okay, we probably will have to move those. Well, after seeing this, it says to install the belt, which is right here. It's in two parts. This has to slide over this. They did not instruct us in the instructions to put this on as we were assembling that, but that's one thing I feel like should have been done, and I didn't realize to do it. So, loosen up the bottom screws, and chances are, I loosened that up already. I can probably take this screw loose here, and now I should be able to separate these like that, and then this will go on either way. Is what you do. I'm going to put my foot there, and then this would have made it easy if we'd have done this when we put these two together. Now we've got that part on, and that's going to go right there. All right, now I hit this just about right. As you see, this is the bottom of the mattress right here, and it's going to go in right there. And I've got these, I could probably go up a little bit more, and I am. I pull down and it goes up, and do this one till it snaps. There. I think that's going to be better. This is parallel with that, and now I can go under and push this, and then I can go over to the other side and attach the belt, and it will work fine. See there? So it's not like you have to take the mattress off. Like that. Okay. And here again, this side, and I'm not going to do that right now, I'm just going to show you the other part, is I think I want this up to the highest point. So I pull these two out, and you push on this part and it'll pull right out. And now I can go up to the highest point. Let's see, there's three adjustments, so right there is the highest one. Okay, so I go there, and I go here. And again, you have to push, and that locks it in position. Okay, and then when you've got this to the height that you need, then you tighten these down. Like that. Okay, it's secure for the demonstration right now, and I can put this on in a little bit, but this goes right here, this and this hook, and plus you have these little Velcro straps on either side. And what you do is put this side on, and this will keep it from coming off. There. And this is something you're just going to leave on most likely. And anything that you need to put in there, Phone directory, right there. And anything else that you need that's got to be handy. Now, we can also adjust this back and forth by moving it before we put that other down. And so see, if you want it back this way, so if you want the shortest, you push this, and we're going to go to this hole right here. And you have to go up and down and you push straight in. And it gets a little tight, and when you get down there, kind of push and pull. And this would be the shortest. And again. There. I had to really push hard on there. So I don't think this will be something you'll adjust all the time. But let's try this. Okay. Okay. Now, this is all as high as it can go, but I see you can grab this and pull yourself up. That's a good thing about this. Or you can use it to push down on. Whatever you need, you'll find the adjustment for it. This has got a hook. You'd lift up the other side of the bed, and this plugs into the buckle that I just mounted onto that bar that went across. And then you pull it, and then use this to adjust the length that you need to pull it tight where it doesn't move. So that's a long. If you need it short, if it's a twin bed or something, then you push this up like this, and you can go like this. And this would be the shortest. I'm just showing you so that you've got an idea. These buckles, you have to kind of help them out a little bit there. Okay. And there. There would be like for a twin or the smallest one. So it goes from a single to a king. And you got enough belt there to do it. So folks, I think you see this is going to do the trick and give you a little support when you're getting out of bed or getting into bed. It kind of gives you something to grab on. There's nothing to grab on the bed, so this will give you that that little extra help when there's not anybody around to help you. This might be the answer. All right, I want to thank you for watching.